Another Lay of Sir Cawline. Jesus, Lord Mickle of Might, that died for us on the road to maintain us in all our right that loves true English blood. For by a night I say my song was bold and full hardy. Sir Robert Bruce would for to fight into Ireland or the sea, and in the land dwells a king, which o'er all does bear the bell, and with him there dwelled a courteous knight, men call him Sir Cawline. And he hath a lady to his daughter, a fashion she hath no peer. Knights and lords they would her both trust to have been her peer. Sir Cawline loves her best of one, but nothing durst he say to describe his counsel to no man, but dearly loved this maid. Till it befell upon a day, great deal to him was dight, the maiden's law removed his mind, to care bed went the night. And one while he spread his arms him fro, and cried so piteously, for the maid's love that I have most mind this day may comfort me, or else known I shall be dead. Thus can Sir Cawline say. When our parish mass that it was done, and our king was bound to dine, he says, Where is Sir Cawline, that was wont to serve me with ale and wine? But then answered a courteous knight, fast wringing his hands, Sir Cawline, sick and like to be dead without and good leadening. Fetch ye down my daughter dear, she is a leech field fine. Aye, and take you dough and bacon bread, and eat on wine so red, and look no day into this for him to dear, for full loth I would him teen. This lady is gone to his chamber, her maidens followed nigh. Oh, well, she saith, How doth my lord? Oh, sick again, saith he. I but rise up with man, for shame, ne'er lie so cowardly here. It is told in my father's hall, for my love you will die. It is for your love, fair lady, that all this deal I try. For if you would comfort me with a kiss, then were I brought from bale to bliss, no longer here would I lie. Alas, so well ye know, Sir Knight, I cannot be your peer, for some deeds of arms fain would I do to be your bachelier. Upon Eldridge Hill there grows a thorn, upon the moors boarding, and would you, Sir Knight, wake there all night today of the other morning, for the Eldridge King that is meikle of might will examine you beforehand, and there was never man that bare his life away since that day that I was born. But I will for your sake, fair lady, walk upon bent so brown, and I'll either bring you a ready token, or I'll ne'er come to you again. But this lady is gone to her chamber, her maidens following bright, and Sir Cawline's gone to the moors so broad, for to wake there all night. On to midnight the moon did rise, he walked up and down, and a lightsome bugle then heard he blow o'er the bench so brown. Says he, and if clients come until my heart I am far from any good town. And he spied in a little him by here, a furious king and a fell, and a lady bright his bridal led, that seemly it was to see. And so fast he called upon Sir Cawline, O man, I rede thee flee, for if clients come until thy heart, I am afeard lest thou mun die. He says, no clients comes to my heart, nor I faith I fear not thee, for because thou mingled not Christ before thee, less me dreadeth thee. But Sir Cawline he shook a spear. The king was bold and abode, and the timber these two children bore, so soon in thunder slowed. For they took the two good swords, and they layin on good load. But the Eldridge king was mickle might and stiffly to the ground did stand. But Sir Cawline with his awkward stroke he brought him from his hand. Aye, and flying o'er his head so high, fell down on that lay land. And his lady stood a little thereby, fast wringing her hands, for the maiden's love that have most meed smite you, my lord, no more. And he'st ne'er come upon Eldridge him to spur him on or play, and to meet no man of middle earth, and that lives on Christ's his lay. But he then up, and that Eldridge king set him in his saddle again, and that Eldridge king and his lady to their castle earth they gone. And he took them up, and that Eldridge sword as hard as any flint, and so he did those rings 5 harder than fire and brent. First he presented to the king's daughter the hand, and then the sword. But a certain buffet you have him given, the king and the crown, she said. Aye, but 34 strips common beside the road. And the giant that was both stiff, strong, he loped now there among, and upon his squire 5 heads he bare, and meekly made was he. And he drank then on the king's wine, and he put the cup in his sleeve. And all they trembled and were wan, for fear he should them grieve. I'll tell thee mine errand, king, he says, mine errand what I do here, for I will brand thy temples high, where I'll have thy daughter dear. In or else upon yon moor so brood, thou shalt find me appear. The king he turned him round about, Lord, in his heart he was woe. Says, is there no knight of the table round the matter will undergo? Aye, and he shall have my broad lands, and keep them well his life. Aye, and so he shall my daughter dear to be his wedded wife. And then stood up Sir Cawline, his errand for to say. I faith I would to God, sir, said Sir Cawline, that Soldan I will say. Go fetch me down my Eldridge sword, for I wound it at fray. But away, away, said the head Soldan, thou tarriest me here all day. But the head Soldan and Sir Cawline, they fought a summer's day. Now he has slain that head Soldan and brought his 5 heads away. And the king has betaken him his broad lands and all his venison. But take you too and your lands so broad, and broke them well your life, for you promised me your daughter dear to be my wedded wife. Now by my faith, then says our king, for that we will not strive, for thou shalt have my daughter dear to be thy wedded wife. The other morning Sir Cawline rose by the dawning of the day, and until a garden did he go, his matins for to say. And that bespied a false steward, a shame's death that he might die, and he let a lion out of a bond Sir Cawline for to tear, and he had no weapon on him, nor no weapon did wear. But he took then his mantle of green, into the lion's mouth it thrust. He held the lion so sore to the wall, till the lion's heart did burst. And the watchman cried upon the walls, and said, Sir Cawline slain, with a beast is not full little, a lion a mickle man. And then the king's daughter she fell down, for perilous is my pain. O peace, my lady, says Sir Cawline, I have brought thy love full dear. O peace, my lady, says Sir Cawline, peace, lady, for I am here. Then he did marry this king's daughter, with gold and silver bright, 15 sonnets this lady bare to Sir Cawline the knight.